Sooner Scoop HD.
We were capable of doing. So just that, going in and then just having the kind of day that we had as a defense, man, it's great. You know, just again, I keep going back to it, but just the validation of us being us. You know, be who you are. I write that on my tape every day. I write that on my notes every day. Be who you are. And I think as a defense, we showed that today.
Coach Fitz said you guys have bought in more than the group he's been around to the commitment to what you've been asked to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, because we've been through hard things. We've been through hard stuff. You know, championship November, quote unquote, last year was rough. It was rough to us. It was rough for us. So I think, as far as that's concerned, man, we've been through the hard stuff, and we have a leader who has been through it and come out on top. Who's won big. Who's won the games that we're all trying to get to, and that's the national championship. So, as far as that's concerned, as far as with the guys in the locker room, man, when he came here, we were all pumped. We were stoked because we had a guy who. One has done it before, two has done it multiple times, and three has just, he's a player's coach. You know, he loves us, cares for us, but when it's time to flip that switch, he can flip that switch and have it beat player and coach. So it's really just important and integral to again, be who we are. So, thank you.
Did that go about how you thought it would go, or I guess overall, how did you think that you guys played?
I think we played good as a team. I think it was a great team win. Obviously, there's some spots we can get better in. That's just part of it. You know, no one's ever going to play a perfect game. But I think as a team, we were prepared to play, and I think that's the most important part. So when it comes to being prepared to play, man, it's just this team. You know, I love this team. I wouldn't want to do it with any other guys, man. So it's really just a matter of, man, just going out and showing the world who we are.
Reggie, you touched on the difficulties of last year for you. What was this like to get this out of the way? How much different did this feel from, the last time you were on the field in this game, in a game?
Man, it was night and day. You know, there was no more uncertainty. We were all playing clear-headed, and that allows us to play free. So when you can play free, you can make plays. And I think as just not even an offensive defense, but as a full team, we did that today. So I couldn't be more happy for the guys.
How rewarding is that for you personally to be able to put in the kind of game that you did, especially in the first half?
Yeah, man. So let's backtrack a little bit. I have a grandmother who was diagnosed with cancer for the second time. She's fighting it. And she knew, with her going through chemo, she wouldn't be able to make it out because she's at every game. She wouldn't be able to make it out to all the games, so she put her chemo and her radiotherapy off to come see me play today. So it was really special, really important to have a day. And again, that allowed me to play free, knowing that I just wasn't doing it for the guys in the locker room. I just wasn't doing it for myself, but I was also doing it for her. So just to have the kind of performance I had today, despite everything, I think it was really touching, really great, and it was a really great moment.
You have a chance to see her after the game already?
I haven't seen her yet, but after I'm done with this, I'll get my stuff and I'll go see her.
Reggie, what's her name?
What's up?
What's her name?
Barbara Grimes.
Barbara Grimes. Where's she from? Where'd she come from?
Okay, so she's from Fayetteville, Tennessee, but all my family lives in Nashville. So she currently resides in Nashville, Tennessee. That's what I should say.
And when did that happen? When she got diagnosed?
I want to say April is when it happened, and again, been battling it, all that fun stuff, and again, just going through everything. Again, just a part of being here. You know, it's great because I'm with my guys and with my family, but part of it also sucks because I know that my blood family, my relatives, they're back home and they're going through things as well. So it's really just a balancing act, but. You know, it's one of those things to where she's fought it before and she won. So we're hoping round two goes the same way.
What does that mean to you to have her here? And two, what are some lessons you've taken from her just growing up?
Yeah, man, my grandmother, she's, for all intents and purposes, man, we call her mama. You know, she's been everyone's mother. And there's especially been that role for me. So as far as just having Mama here, man, it was important. It was great. I loved it. At the same time, it's bittersweet because today might have been the last time that she gets to see me play in person. So it's really one of those things to where, in the moment it's amazing, but afterwards it's like, I'm going to go see her. I'll probably cry a little bit, but that's part of it. That's part of it. As far as things that she's taught me growing up, man, just, I write on my wrist tape, I write on top of my notes every single day, be who you are. And that's one of the things she's told me to do. That's one of the things she's expressed, just the way she lives, the way that my entire family lives. So it's just being who you are. And I think today, especially today, I think us as a team showed that. I think me as a person, I showed that as well.
I feel like on some level you were out there playing for her.
Absolutely. Again, I played for the name on the back of the jersey as well as the name on the front every game. But especially today, it was one of those things to where it was important to again, be who you are. Be who you always were meant to be. And I think that's it's special in a way.
Can you recap your stomp after the first sack? Or was that the second sack? Second sack. First solo.
I think it happened on all of them. I'm not gonna lie to you. Celebrations is part of it.
Yeah. I was going to say, where's that come from? You don't practice that, right?
Oh, no.
Totally contemporaneous.
Yes. No, again, celebrations is a part of it because, again, we go through, it truly is like a rock star lifestyle. They don't see what we do during the week. They just come out here on Saturdays, kind of like, a musician to someone a performer. They don't see all the work that goes into that, but they see the performance. So, when you make a big play, when you do the things that you do, and just have fun. It's just a way to other people know who you are, but at the same time, man, just express that you're here. You are who you say you are.
We asked you before this week what Miguel Chavis would be like on game day and what you expected. What was he like on game day, and how much do you celebrate with those sacks?
The same way he is in practice.
He almost ran you over on the last one.
Yeah, no, he's the same way he is in practice, man. He celebrates us when we do well. He corrects us when we do wrong. But again, as hard as he coaches us, man, the love is there. That guy that you on the sidelines is the guy that you get all the time. So as far as he'll yell at us when we do wrong, yes. But when we do make a bet, when we do make a big play, when we make a play, he's going to be the loudest one cheering. I think that's really important to have as a coach.
At what point during the game today, was it after the half sack, or the second sack that you kind of, or the first full sack that you kind of felt you were in a groove at rushing the edge?
I would say when it was my first just actual rush, so like the half sack, because again we stunt and move. We were in stunting games a lot. But at the same time, we also had the freedom to rush the passer. So I think it was my first time, just rushing the passer, that I felt like I was vindicated in everything that we've done for, at this point, like 9 months. So.
What do you think of R. Mason Thomas's performance and two? What do you call him? R. Mason or Mason? Or?
Okay, so Mace is usually my go-to. It's short and sweet. Mace, R. Mason, R. Yeah, that's pretty much the only things. No, I don't think anyone's ever called him Thomas, which would just be weird. But no.
Danny was saying he just made up. I can't remember. He said
Randall Montgomery.
Randall, that's right.
Randall Montgomery.
Yeah, his middle name is Montgomery, which is also Ethan Downs' middle name too.
But what do you think about his performance?
Yeah, man, love Mace to death. And every time you ask me, I will keep saying it because he's a special kid, and I think he'll have an amazing career here. And I honestly just can't wait to see what happens next with him. But I couldn't be more proud of him.
Is the idea of what's next for you guys just, Brent said, stripping down the beams and almost kind of resetting anew on Mondays? That a mentality that he preaches every week?
Absolutely. We're going to celebrate the rest of the day because we won. Winning's hard.
Sure.
So just being 1-0, just in the win column at the end of every week, it's a hard thing to do. So again, we're going to celebrate the day. We're going to kick it today. But once Monday comes, again, we're going to rip this thing back down with the studs and go to work on Kent State.
Sooner Scoop HD.